Hey there, YouTubers. It's Ripped Off and Pissed Off coming at you from Research Day. Today has been all about research. First of all, I wanted to do a massive shout out to a guy called Steve, who was a classmate of mine at high school. Thanks for watching the videos to start with, and thank you for the article that you sent me in regards to the terms of the strata agreements, and that's going to be my next item of research in regards to that. But my research today took me to a site called Look Up Strata. So if you are living in a strata or a body corporate arrangement, this is a great site. It's got FAQs and all of those sort of things, information in regards to the legislation processes, all of that stuff. So this article was written by a gentleman who, at the time in July of 2016, was the president of the National Homeowners Association in Australia. And there are two things that he says in this article that I think refer directly to what I'm talking about. First of all is that cases of non-compliance with fundamental and important legislative requirements are reflected in the number of complaints received by the Commissioner's Office each year. So I'm not the only one who's complaining about this system. The system is broken. Everybody is complaining. And then the last thing that this gentleman says is that owners deserve something better than a governance program which is founded on little more than caveat emptor, which is Latin and a legal term, and I didn't know what it was either, so I googled it, and it means principle that the buyer alone is responsible for checking quality and suitability of goods before the purchase is made. Now, you can't do that in this situation. You can't know what will happen in 18 months to the on-site manager, whether he'll leave, whether a new one will come, whether he'll break his leg and he won't be able to perform the duties. It's not possible to do in normal due diligence you would do when buying a property. So the system is broken, completely broken, but we knew that already. So that made me think, who is actually in charge of making sure that the on-site manager, but effectively the body corporate company and the committee, are making sure that the on-site manager, like, who makes sure all this stuff happens? I don't know. So I went to the Act. And I didn't read the entire Act, I'll be honest, because Acts are very boring to read, legal jargon and all of that sort of stuff, so I didn't read it all. But what I did read was Chapter 3, Part 1, which refers to body corporate's general functions and powers. So this is the company that sits above the committee, but effectively is the committee because they're the ones that are making decisions. So what it says here in Division 1, Point A, is that their job is to administer the common property and body corporate assets for the benefit of all the lot owners. So in this situation, they are not doing that. It also says in Division 2 that in the carrying out of these duties, that they must also act reasonably. Now, I don't think that they are acting reasonably by turning off the... That's my dog, I'm very sorry. They are turning off the irrigation system, distracted by the dog. Go. They turned off the irrigation system. That is not in the interest of all of the lot owners. They're not ensuring that the on-site manager is doing what is in his caretaker's agreement. They're not acting on behalf of all of the owners. So what recourse? What recourse is there for an owner like me who doesn't have any choice but to leave the decision up to them? And even if I was on the committee, they would vote a different way to me anyway. That's been proven from when I was on the committee. So what do we do? So further Googling revealed a very interesting case which I am still looking into called the Farmstock case. Now, in this case, it was an on-site manager that took action against the body corporate company in regards to a real estate license that wasn't obtained, and thus both the body corporate company and the letting manager were operating illegally, but the letting manager was not aware of it. He was not told by the body corporate. So there's nothing about an owner in anywhere that I can find. It seems that as an individual owner within a scheme, you have zero power. So I could be living with a bunch of axe murderers around me, and I would still have no power to exercise any right to get them to stop making decisions. And okay, that's probably a little bit of an extreme over exaggeration. However, the fact is the matter is there's nothing that I can do. It's like a schoolyard bullying situation. There's 4 of them and 1 of me, so I just have to shut up. And the teacher, who's the commissioner for body corporate services, just keeps smacking me on the nose and telling me to follow the rules. So I'm going to be looking into this farm stock business a little bit more, so please stay tuned for that one. And we're going to talk a little bit about contract law and why contract law doesn't apply to the contracts in a body corporate. Again, that's information that I'm having a lot of difficulty trying to find, but you would think that basic contract law would come into play here somewhere. So anyway, thank you for watching. If you're sharing these videos with other upset people who are in body corporates and you're getting good information, thank you. Comment if you have anything at all that you would like to tell me, information, share with me. Also, don't forget I have a Facebook page, Body Corporate Lot Owners Demanding Change. You'll find my YouTube videos there and some other articles and some photos of my complex, that sort of thing. Apologies for my dog, but I am a middle 40s single mum trying to cook dinner and shut the dog up all at the same time. So thanks for watching and peace out.